Hello, Mick. Sorry about my voice, but I got the flu, so um, yeah, you'll have to forgive how I talk. I might start coughing. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, just about your email here. What this is saying, the message is that the recipient is your email address, and the reason that it's been rejected is that this email address is classified as junk mail, and an RBL means that it's on a blacklist. So this email address, not yours, this one, is in a blacklist. So if we go over here and have a look at that one, we pop it into the super tool. Super tool has nothing to do with us whatsoever. It's just a tool that people like ISPs, Big Pond, OptusNet and stuff like that use on the internet to check the IP addresses and see if they're on a blacklist. And this says that it's listed, so if an email comes from this address to your address, your email should reject it. If we then pop yours in, A to Z events, and check it, a blacklist check, we find that it's not listed and everything's honky-dory. That's your IP address there, that's good. On this one, we look at the IP address, which is 203.38216, and if we check that against the email, it should say 203.38216, which is correct. So we've got the right thing, and that's the reason. 99.9% of emails will reject this type of email because it's listed on the blacklist. So that's why that one's happening there. On the other one, it says the email's bouncing. I'm not sure about that. I'd have to see what you mean, but nothing within the system is reporting any errors. So, and I've been doing websites since 1998, and I've never seen an email system of ours go down. I've seen OptusNets go down, but I've never seen one of ours. The reason why that people appear on these, like Big Pond, Optus, Gmail and things like that, is that they've got thousands and thousands of customers, and of course not all their customers are good people. Some of them are dishonest and try and spam and send viruses and stuff like that. So they're regularly listed on a blacklist. Now your website or your email address should never get listed on here, and the only way that you can get listed is if you actually were to send the spam or the virus, and that's because of course it's your email and only you use it, whereas Big Pond, thousands of people use it, Gmail, thousands of people, and of course Optus, thousands of people use it, and of course they're not all honest. So that's why your email address should never appear on there. Over the 30 years I've been doing this, there's only one time that I can remember a couple of years ago that a customer of ours did actually appear on one of these blacklists, and it was accidental. She'd received an email, and then which had the virus attached, and then she started to email to people that she knew, and of course the virus attached itself to her email, and then of course she was sending the virus, so she was blacklisted. If that ever happens, we can get that off the blacklist in a few seconds, but normally, no, I haven't seen it before. With the other one, it has the same, it has a, where is that one? No, that's not it. The one from the customer. Oh, okay, this one. And this has the same thing, RBL. Well, that's what it's saying is the problem. And if you look at what an RBL is, which is, I mean, I just did a Google search, I know what it is, but just so you can see what is an RBL, it's a Webipedia one. We'll go to Wikipedia, which is the same thing. And all it is that domain name system, it's a black hole list. So, or it's called a real-time black hole list. And it's a thing used by the internet to try and stop email spamming. And it's just a blacklist of mainly IP addresses. So your IP address is this number here, this thing here, and on this one it's should be here. So that's the IP address, and what it does is that if it finds a problem with the IP, it will block it. But now it's not blocking yours, it's blocking theirs. So this email, whoever this is from, it's actually theirs that's having the problem, and when it's getting to yours, this is you here, webhostbox.net, it's saying your website or your email is saying I'm rejecting it because there's something wrong. It's on a list somewhere. So that is virtually what it is. I've sent emails from Office 365, which is what I use, to you, so you should have received those without any problem. So, you know, that's basically how it all works. But there is honestly nothing wrong. We've checked everything, and I take it very seriously. If ever a customer, which I never get virtually, ever has any problem with email, I get straight onto it, because obviously email's a really important thing. I must say that our email's the best in the world. You won't get better than this. It'll never go down. You'll never ever have a problem with it. You were having a problem some time ago because of spam. That wasn't to do with your email address. The spam, even though your email address was sending you the information, the problem was with the forms, which is totally different. So these things here are the forms. The information is filled in. Now your email address doesn't run this form. The form's run by the server. We're totally separate. And all your email address has to do with it, when this form is completed and they submit it, the form says to, where do I send it? And it says send it to here. Your email doesn't check it. It just does nothing. It just sends what it's told to send. And it'll just keep sending it 1,000,000 times, 1,000 times, whatever it is, it'll just keep sending it. A lot of these forms, especially ones that have sent a copy to my own address, they will get, or people do try and attack them and try and spam them. And the reason they do that is because when they put their email address in, they don't put theirs in, they put someone else that they want to spam in. So I wouldn't put if I was going to spam, I wouldn't put my email address in here, I'd put someone else's. And of course, I'm going to send a copy of this stuff to myself, so I can then put in what I like, and it'll get sent to whoever I put up in here. So that's a bit of a problem. To overcome that, what we've done is we've increased the security so that if you went to try and put something in the comments or any of these data entry points that was either virus connected, or had web addresses in it that weren't right, then the form would check itself and say, no, we can't allow that, and it would give them a message, we don't accept that sort of data to be entered. And the second thing we did is that we put in the capture, so that a spam bot can't fill the form in. It actually has to be a physical person that fills the form in and put these in. These aren't, this here, you see, it doesn't, where if I do words, see how they light up, but this won't, because it's not actually words, this is a picture. And this picture can't be read by a spam. They have to actually, physically, you have to see it to put the DI in. So that's basically how it works. But as I said, with your email, there's nothing wrong. It's this one that's the wrong. It's the BigPond one that's wrong. What the ISPs do, like BigPond and Optus and things like that, is that they have a rotational IP address. So one day you might go on the internet and you're using this IP address, and your email may use this, but because they're constantly being listed, they then, a day or two later or whenever, they'll change this IP address, so you're using a different IP address. So I don't know if it's ever happened where you've tried to send an email and it won't send, and then you try 2 hours later, no, hang on, it's sent. There must have been a little glitch. Well, it's not. It's because this IP address has then been changed to a different IP address which isn't listed, and then of course the email or whatever will then go through. So that's the reason why you've got the problem. So I hope that helps. Okay, mate, thanks very much. Hope the family's well. See ya. Bye.